Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Leo for the month of April 2019. Welcome, Leo. Let's see what messages we have in store for you in April. First 3 weeks of April is Aries, so it's fast-moving energy, things moving, speed, getting things done. That's your fellow fire sign. So let's see. Energy around your situation is the Page of Cups. New beginnings, new love affairs perhaps, finding something new that really resonates with you to move on with this month. So make it count. Use all that fantastic emotional energy to get moving with what it is you want to get sorted this month, especially in terms of emotional issues. So as I said earlier, it could be a new romance, it could be something just resonating with you that you want to look into in terms of your emotional life. Where you are right now is the Hanged Man. So go with the flow, just wait. There is news coming for you. Hanged Man's very much a card of tempering down energy and just learning to be patient and wait for things to come in universal time. Not in this fast-moving society we live, but just being patient, knowing that things will come as they're meant to. Not in a hurry. So learning patience basically, Leo, and that's good because it will work out well for you. If you're waiting for some news of some sort, it will come, but it will come in universal time, which means as it comes, not as when we want it to. Let's see what's created that for you. What has created you to need to learn that patient waiting? Ace of Wands. Fabulous card for you guys to get. New beginnings, lots of energy, fertility as well with the Ace of Wands. So those of you wanting to sort of perhaps start a family shortly, Ace of Wands is really high on the list for fertility. Just in general, new projects coming in that will move quite quickly, but moreover, it's the energy that is available with the Ace of Wands. The background of the situation is the Ten of Swords. So whatever's been difficult in your life or hanging around, a lot of mind energy with swords, as we know. So that difficult period is definitely coming to an end. But, you know, reassess that too and look at what you've learnt in that time. The last couple of months may have been quite troublesome for you, but that's okay. And we need to learn to keep out of our heads a bit more, Leo. So there you go. Difficult times passing out of your life and being replaced by new energy. So that's already, we can see there's movement happening where there hasn't been. Perhaps in February, March was a different season for you guys and quite difficult for some people, but we're through it now, so just be grateful for that, Leo. Recent influences, we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, a bit of an exhausted energy, the Ten of Wands, but however we've got crossing, in the crossing card we have the Ace of Wands. So if you have been a bit low in energy lately, that's also counteracted by the Ace of Wands, which brings the energy right back in. So if it has been, if you have felt a bit exhausted, and I've noticed a lot of people have complained of being very tired in the last couple of weeks, well, there it is. So hopefully you've had a bit of a break and a reassess. And now we've got Ace of Wands coming in. Lots of new things coming in. So that tired, and whenever you feel tired, it is that you are tired. So you need to kind of drop it back a gear, Leo. Don't push too hard, especially when your body's tired and mind's tired. You have to have a rest. The lesson you'll be learning in April is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is quite a karmic card as well. So what you put in, you get out. So for those of you who've been putting in lots of energy and have felt quite depleted of energy, it is going to pay off for you. For those of you who perhaps haven't really been putting in much energy, well, I'm afraid to say you'll have to start again, because it's all about putting in and getting out. No putting in, no getting out. So let's just read it positively and say the Wheel of Fortune has arrived at your doorstep. So use that energy and opportunity to move forward. Okay, so it's good. Let's hope everybody gets that and sees that, that it's good luck coming in after putting a lot of effort in. Near future, Leo, is Page of Wands. So once again, if you're waiting on news to come in, it is coming with the Page of Wands. He does herald new beginnings, things coming in that you've been waiting for, correspondence that you've sent out, waiting for replies, but it's all coming through. And it's just that general new beginning energy too with any of the pages. If you have children, it could be one of those, be symbolising one of those children, perhaps, you know, feeling better about that child, or that child getting its mojo back. But definitely, you know, the fire signs here. So it's a very fiery reading really for the Leo people. So this is good. So there is something coming through about if you do have children or you're worried about your children, I think they're going to be bouncing back very soon. Especially if they're a fire sign child. But otherwise just use that energy to keep things moving and get moving with projects that you really know have merit. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising. Another page. So it's full of pages today for April, for Leo. So here we have the Page of Swords. A different energy. He can be quite a difficult energy to deal with, because it's sort of not really anchored in anything, the Page of Swords. It's like a windy day. It blows this way and it blows that way. But also just be aware of gossip and listening to gossip or touching gossip or hearing gossip about yourself. Just move on. Don't sort of buy into that energy. It's not really going anywhere and it doesn't serve any purpose. It's just another element to be aware of sometimes. If you feel that, you know, there's gossip about you, well, just move on from it. Don't sort of hook into it. How others see you. Leo is the Nine of Coins or the Nine of Pentacles, so doing very well. Strong independent energy. Just do as you are doing. You're being viewed very well. And that perhaps resonates with the underneath card, or what's happening you're not realising of that Page of Swords. Maybe people are talking about you or gossiping, but it's really perhaps coming out of their wish that they were sort of doing as well as you are. So this is the card of people seeing you doing rather well. So just keep going and ignore any sort of Chinese whispers or any sort of whispers that you hear, and focus on what you're doing and your projects. It's really no one else's business. Okay, so a lovely card. Completion as well, Leo. So things coming out well for you in terms of work, projects working on, even just your own independence is coming through rather strong. And it's from other people. This is their view of you. So that's nice as well to know that you are achieving your goals as you move along through this life. Positive feelings, we have the Ten of Coins and the Ten of Pentacles. So stability, doing well, family well, everything sort of sorted. You've been working hard. You have got some very earthed energy in your reading for April. So, you know, finances, all those aspects of your life seem to be in order and doing really well. So there's no need to be worrying unnecessarily or getting into your head about these things in April, Leo. Don't go there. just keep working hard and doing what you're doing, new projects and all the rest of it. Don't stop, don't look back, just keep moving forward. Everything's there and sorted for you in terms of the practical energy, work, all those things. The final outcome for April, we have the Star, so definitely just keep moving forward. Things are on track. A lot of faith and hope with the Star, but it's also divine time. Just like where you were in the beginning of the reading with the Hanged Man. It's just about things are as they should be, so just keep moving forward. That's the main thing with the Star. And keep being optimistic. Don't sort of slip into pessimism or just feeling negative about stuff. There's nothing to be negative about in April. Everything's going well. Okay, just now I'm just going to put some explanatory cards on a few for you. Especially these pages, I feel. If there's parents worrying about particular children, especially because that can be a worry. But we'll just clarify with these. And there. I think that will do. So underneath the Ten of Wands, so that was feeling really tired and exhausted for absolutely probably no reason, but nevertheless you have been. So let's see what created that actually under the surface. Two of Coins, so, you know, working really hard, perhaps doing 2 jobs, perhaps, you know, home life too, being quite busy and full of challenges. Yeah, basically having 2 jobs going at once, but managing to keep everything moving and going through. So maybe I'm working on new projects. Yeah, you have been putting a lot of energy in. So hopefully this 2 of Coins or Pentacles will urge you to keep going with what you're going with and know that you have been doing a good job, but putting a lot of energy in. So no wonder you were a bit exhausted. Underneath the dear little Page of Wands, we have, excuse me, another Wands card. So underneath that Page of Wands, new beginnings, children, we have the Knight of Wands. So a change in direction, fast moving energy. So if you're worried about your fire child, or yeah, particularly a fire sign child, Sagittarius, Aries or Leo, yeah, soon that they're sort of moving on up and doing well. So it's a good month for momentum, things changing direction rapidly, of course, too. So just know that all that energy you're putting in is going to be good. Also, Knight of Wands is very much a Sagittarian card, so it's about being optimistic and just moving forward with whatever comes your way. If things just take a different direction than what you were planning for, we'll just go with that as well. Don't discount that at all. Excellent card, actually. Now, under this Page of Swords here, we'll see the little gossip merchant. We'll just see what sort of underneath that surface of the Page of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. So clear thinking is necessary with the Queen of Swords, but also remaining positive with her. But she's very sort of, she can be quite stinging in what she says sometimes. It can be quite sort of blunt and brutal, but she sort of says what she means. So this could be a female person as well that's just been around or sort of giving you a bit of a challenge, Aries, but that's okay because it could also be your opposite sign of Libra. So an element of your personality too, with Libran traits of clear thinking. Perhaps, you know, you have been a bit brutal with things that you've said to people, but you've meant to, you know, just in the workplace maybe. But that's okay. I think they got the message anyway, but there was probably a bit of a sting in there, Leo, so never mind if that resonates. but just focus on the optimistic side of it, which is clear thinking, getting you to where you want to go. Despite any gossip or Chinese whispers, it doesn't matter. Just keep doing what you're doing. Right, I'm just going to get you a final clarifying card, Leo, for April. King of Cups. So being a bit introspective this month too, Leo, emotionally, looking at your emotions, how you feel about things. If this is a man or a significant other in your life for the females, or for the males, it's just talking about introspection, moving forward, getting over any emotional sort of stumbling blocks you may have with yourself, being positive, and definitely being in touch with your emotions as well, acknowledging them and then moving on. So it's a nice card to have. Okay, Leo, I hope you have a really good April. Thank you for listening.